Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. And today we're doing a game from Saintvicious, playing Jungle GangPlank. It seems like a strange build to me, but we'll see what he makes of it. Saintvicious is normally, well, in tournaments that is, the jungler for CLG, Counter Logic Gaming. So he should be a very good jungler. And, well, maybe he's just trying out a new character, or maybe he already tried this out a couple of times and is now actually sure that this is a good character to go jungling with. So we see, team composition wise, Rumble being the tanky character on this team. He will be going for most of the tank items, I guess. And then, Ash and Karthus go for the physical and magic damage. Then GangPlank is kind of the tanky DPS, so he is tanky, but he will also do quite a lot of damage. And Soraka the support, who will heal up anyone who needs that. So Soraka is equipped with Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, of course, a very useful spell if you know how to use it. And as I said, we have a jungling GangPlank, so he has the smite. He just got clairvoyanced by the enemy team, so that's why he's running across the map to not start at double golems, but start somewhere else. And apparently going for these guys, the whole enemy team is there, so they have to run away until their team actually arrives. But then the enemy team is already fleeing, and well, they get a turret from Heimer. So as you can see, the Heimer turrets don't give you any XP. They just give you some gold. And GangPlank apparently needs quite some help with the blue buff. So that results in kind of a fight here to oh, he actually got it with his smite. So he's starting off with Raise Morale, which is basically a speed increase in attack damage and movement speed. That's the passive, and then yeah, it is attack damage and movement speed. So yeah, sure. I thought it was attack speed as well, but it's attack damage only. So that helps a lot, of course, with jungling to have your attack damage raised. And movement speed, well, not so much. Doesn't really matter too much. So he's going for Vampiric Scepter here. And Vampiric Scepter makes him able to survive without any health potions for most of the jungle routine. So I have no idea what would make GangPlank a good jungler except for his Remove Scurvy, which is basically a health potion, well, half a health potion. And that can keep him alive through the jungling, but for the rest, yeah, he doesn't really have any of the skills that the normal junglers have. So the lifesteal from minions, or the ability to kill multiple minions or damage multiple minions at the same time. So I guess you'll have to be careful if you try this, because as we can see, he is staying at quite a low HP, and he has to be really careful that he doesn't get ganked. So the enemy team, let's go into team composition while he goes back to buy some whatever. So the enemy team has Mordekaiser as a tank, and then Singed as a tank. Well, both of them can be tanked, both of them can go AP. They have Janna as the support, and Warwick as the jungler, as well as the physical damage dealer, I guess. because it's the only physical character on this team. And then Heimerdinger as, well, a good damage support. And all in all, Heimerdinger is going to do the most damage this game, but because he cannot really target anyone, because his turrets fire at, well, whatever is in the neighborhood, the damage doesn't really show in things like champion kills or anything like that. So if you ever play Heimer, you notice that if you look at the stats at the end of the game, you always have the highest damage done in a game, unless you're completely screwed. So if you're completely losing like 20-0, then there might be someone on the enemy team that has higher damage. But in a normal game, where you, well, whether you win or lose doesn't really matter, you will have the highest damage. And yeah, if only you could focus that, then Heimer would be the ultimate carry. But for now, he is just an amazing, damage support character, I guess. So, going for boots and longsword, as well as some healing potions. Yeah, he only has one left. But he's up to level 4, with 1 level in Parlay, 1 in Remove Scurvy, and 2 in Raise Morale, which is apparently going to be his main skill because of the raise damage. And maybe even because of the increased movement speed. Because the increased movement speed actually makes him able to perform ganks without having to use Ghost, because he doesn't have Ghost, he has Flash. So enemy throws down a Clairvoyance. That's why he turns around. And they saw him. So that's why Sinch was coming to check the bush. He's actually doing quite a lot of damage to Sinch there. And after this wave, probably going back to jungle. But since there's no one to take the last hits, he might as well take them. And Ashe is now coming back to claim her rightful spot here. And that means that GangPlank is going to go back into the jungle. So I don't know if GangPlank can ever just solo dragon like some of the other junglers can. But at least he's doing a good job of clearing out the jungle. He is pretty fast, which is a good thing. And the the ability to remove life gain from the raids is also quite big. I mean, it's not a big deal, but especially the big raid will heal up quite nicely, and that can be a problem if you're trying to jungle with a non-jungle character. So apparently we have the King of Kimchi himself here, and of course these players meet each other a lot, and they know most of the other players in their games because it is the high ELO bracket, and there's only a very limited number of people actually playing this. So the King of Kimchi is of course Hotshot GG. And yeah, we are just going to watch some more jungling, I guess. By now level 6 with the ultimates. Oh, I didn't actually explain any of the skills yet. I don't know if I need to, because GangPlank is free so often that everyone has probably played him by now. This is an excellently placed ultimate. The Singed was all the way here, and the ultimate, well, made him walk through the whole length of it to escape, and that is how you want to place your ultimate. You see so many of the ultimates going smack in the middle, so that if you have a target here, they will aim the middle of the ultimate here, so that it surrounds, well, the whole circle is around them, but that's not how you optimize the placement. So being healed up by Soraka here and actually surviving. Oh, and finally a first blood by nobody less than Soraka. Soraka actually getting a kill, which is huge because that means that she can actually buy some AP early on. That's what she's doing now, I guess. Soraka actually, yeah, buying the Cage's Lucky Pick, which gives you 25 ability power, but also gives you gold per 10. So 5 gold per 10 seconds, which is huge early on. And that means that, yeah, she can now heal for a lot more, because the 25 ability power results in 25 more health every time she, I think that's a 1-to-1 ratio at least. But every time she heals now, it's going to be more, and that means that for the rest of the game, she's going to heal for a lot more, and that is why it's important to give some of your early gold to Soraka, even though she doesn't need the farm normally. If you can get an early dragon, or if you can give her a kill like this, then sure, she can use it a lot better than most of the champions can early game, because, well, her early game affects her late game so much more than with other champions, because she doesn't have a lot of minion kills. If you can get a really early dragon, then you basically win the game because of Soraka. And she's really strong, and people really